I like this horse. How much is it?
Unfortunately, this man and I have just finished a successful bargain. He was just about to pay for the horse.
Okay, I'll pay 4 times the amount he is willing to pay. I desire this particular horse.
Mr. Man, I have just finished bargaining and settling on a price with him. Why do you want to take what is mine?
No, my friend. We both want the horse, but the seller wants money. To whom will he sell?
Thanks for your patronage. You may come back any other time to buy their medicines and food.
A long time ago, in a faraway northern land in Africa, there lived a very rich man called Malam Shehu. Malam Shehu was the richest man of his time. In fact, he did not lack anything. Well, there was this one thing though when he prayed. He begged God for a child, any child at all, someone he could call his own. One day, Malam Shehu dreamed that he saw a man selling a horse. He liked the horse, but learned that someone else had paid for it. He offered even more money for the horse, thereby offending the initial bidder. Why do you want to take what is mine? No, my friend. We both want the horse, but the seller wants money. To whom will he sell? Malam Shehu said, as he bought the horse and went on his way. In his dream, the horse had a foal, and when it grew up, Malam Shehu asked that it be saddled for him to ride on. He rode out, spurred it into a gallop. The horse fell. Falling in his dream and breaking an arm and a leg, Malam Shehu woke up. "Send for Malam Sambo at once," he cried. The servant set off to fetch the wise man of the village, able to interpret dreams. "I have never seen such a lovely damsel, like the one I saw at the gates of Malam Audu." "Which Malam Audu?" asked Shehu as he sat up in his study chair. "I don't think Malam Audu has a daughter." The servant went forward and narrated that Malam Audu had betrothed his daughter many years ago to a certain young man, and now the young lady was all grown up. Malam Audu is very strict with her, so she never comes out. "Go find out more. Tell her I want to meet her," Malam Shehu begged. Zainobi was betrothed to a certain Malam Abu Bakar from childhood. Now, all grown up and beautiful, her mother began to have doubts that he was worthy of her. Abu Bakr could not sleep on hearing that the richest man in town wanted to have his bride. But Zainobi reassured him, "Nothing will make me marry Malam Shehu unless he is prepared to marry my dead body." Meanwhile, at the other side of town, on hearing that his servant was humiliated and threatened by Abu Bakr, Zainobi's fiancé, Malam Shehu hurried to Malam Sambo. "I have seen her, and I must marry her." That was his plea. "Get me the musk of a deer and leave the rest to me. But make sure you find a way to smear the potion on Zainobi," warned Malam Sambo. "The rest is history." And Malam Shehu nodded his head in happiness. Zainobi, all fragrant with the perfume, said to her mother, "Abu Bakr sent for me. I must go at once." "Well, you know your father does not let you out. Hurry and be back at once," came the reply. Zainobi dressed in her best clothes and ran all the way to Malam Shehu's house. Was it the pleasant perfume Malam Shehu sent her a day before? Zainobi did not know why she could not get Malam Shehu out of her head. Many people were in the rich man's house that night, but Malam Shehu ensured that Zainobi was ushered secretly to the 7th room in his mansion. "I want you to be my wife. The question of marriage can never arise between us," came Zainobi's reply. "Remember, Abu Bakr is poor. I can take care of you and your family," Shehu persuaded. "We have never depended on you for money. Leave me alone. I must return home." "Then at least take this turare," a perfume, as Malam Shehu offered her more of the enchanted potion. It is not money, just an innocent fragrance. Influenced by the charm, Zainobi accepted and left. But not before one of the servants, Abu's friend, ran to tell him, "I have seen your wife at Malam Shehu's house. Surely not my Zainobi." Abu Bakr slumped into the chair, his heart pounding heavily. He could barely breathe. Recovering almost immediately, he sprung up like a cat with fire on its tail. Something needs to be done immediately. Flinging the curtains aside, Abu stormed out of the house. He was furious. "Some time ago, Malam Shehu, who sent for you, I didn't tell you because of your father," Zainobi's mother said cautiously. "He wants to marry you, but if you say yes, people will think it's because of his money." Zainobi said, "I quite like this Malam Shehu. If I marry him, you will never wear rags again." Shehu continued to send gifts secretly to Zainobi and her mother. He was elated as he reflected on Sambo's promise that things were about to change radically, all in his favor. The next time Abu saw Zainobi, he questioned her about the rumors that Malam Shehu wanted to marry her. "I have an answer for you, Abu. When a trader has a cloth, he takes it to the market and he sells it to the highest bidder." On getting home, Abu was obstinate. "I shall not live in this town and see Zainobi in another man's house, mother. I am just telling you so that whatever I do in the future will not surprise you." Malam Shehu paid Zainobi's bright price, despite her father's disapproval. Her relatives beamed as he greased their palms with money and gifts. The king endorsed the marriage, sending the bride prize to Abu in payment for all his expenses to Zainobi's parents. "I do not want a penny of their money," Abu retorted. He refused to be a part of it. Years passed, and just as Malam Sambo foretold, Zainobi had a bouncing baby boy. The child grew in manners and wisdom, much to his father, Malam Shehu's delight. His father built him a separate house, and all his friends would visit him. He lacked nothing. That night, Abu spoke to his mother. "My older brother will take care of you," he said. "Do not worry for me, but I must have my vengeance." And off Abu rode into the night, never to be seen in the village again, or so everyone thought. Zainobi's quest for justice reveals hidden betrayals, igniting a chain of vengeance that will challenge her destiny and redefine love. Prepare for an epic Part 2 vengeance tale, where every choice sparks a new battle in the heart.